G'day guys, it's Ashton Cartwright here from PaidAuthor.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make a paperback out of your Kindle book through the new feature they have on Kindle Direct Publishing. So this is the book we'll be making a paperback version of, Poker Joke Book, which is one I put together a little while ago. Now there is currently a paperback already set up through Createspace, but because Kindle now has the ability to do paperbacks directly through them, and it'll handle all the reporting that way, and all the payments will come with your Kindle sales payment. It's a bit more streamlined to have it all in one place, and there's also some thought that perhaps Amazon will be rolling back Createspace and running everything through the KDP side of things. So what I've done is I've logged into my Kindle Direct Publishing account. Here's the Poker Joke Book. And at the moment they've got this little button here that says Create Paperback, which is pretty straightforward, one would think. So let's see how we go here. Alright. So you'll see here it's pulled up most of the information from the Kindle book already. Its language is obviously English. Poker Joke Book. Series information, but there isn't any for this because it's a standalone book. The author details, you can add any additional author details here as well. The description, it's pulled straight from the Kindle version, which is great. Publishing rights, yes, I own all the publishing rights. Let's see, keywords are all the same as the regular ones, that's fine. Categories it hasn't added, so what we'll do is we'll choose the categories now. I suspect it'll be in fiction. Let's see here, see if they have a dedicated joke section. Alright, let's just put it under comedy perhaps, or humour. Let me see. Don't think it'd fit under non-fiction. Resources, literary collections, perhaps. Alright, well what we'll do is we'll just put it under humour for the time being, and I'll come back and put it in a second category later perhaps, if I can find one that works just as good. Looks like that might be the only one that applies for this one though, so that's fine. Does book contain language? No, nothing like that. Have you previously published this book on Createspace? I'm going to tick yes. The main reason they want to know that is so they don't start selling it twice at through the same outlet. That's fine, save and continue. It's all working pretty straightforward so far. Okay, so once you republish it here, it'll disable it on Createspace, which is fine for my purposes because I'm happy to have it all in one spot. So it's asking me for the ISBN, which we can find by going to the paperback version here on Amazon. Scrolling down here, ISBN 13 number version, so I'll just copy that, paste it in here. You can enter a new publication date. I'm happy to leave that as it is. All the details here looks like it's pulled the same information from Createspace, which is good. Okay, it's asking to upload the manuscript. So let's see if we can find it here. Poker Jokes. There we go. Now I've already had the Poker Joke book formatted, which is it here. Let me see. That should be the right one. Let's see how this all goes. Now I've done this before with another couple of books, and one thing I have noticed is it gives you more range to price your book if you go through KDP. so you can even price it a bit cheaper than you can through Createspace if that's something you want to do. Upload a cover. Alright, now why isn't it letting me? Why isn't it letting me do this, I wonder? This is very odd. Yes, that's fine. Maybe it's causing some issues there. Ah, okay, so I was trying to pull everything from Createspace. Alright, I've got two different accounts, so what I'll do is I'll just pull this over here and log into the proper one. Alright, that should sort it out. There we go. Okay, so now it's verified that that book on Createspace is mine. I guess they want to make sure of that for legal reasons. And it looks like it's pulled the cover now directly from Createspace, which is fantastic. Right, saying check the previewer, so we'll do that and make sure it all is transferred across appropriately. Sometimes this takes a little while. It's not a very big book, it's perhaps 60 pages, but it does have graphics of poker cards and things like that inside it, which might be something that causes it to take a little bit longer for the preview. But we should be fine anyway. So currently I've got perhaps 30 or 40 books that are paperback through Createspace, both my own titles and the ones I publish for other authors. And so over the next few months I'll be looking at migrating them all from Createspace over to KDP. At the moment KDP doesn't have a full range of options that Createspace does, in terms of they don't currently ship to non-Amazon third-party things. Like if you want to buy your book off Booktopia or something like that, having a paperback version on Amazon would be less good than having a paperback version on Createspace, because Createspace currently ships to all those extra sites, but this one doesn't yet. Having said that though, it's still sort of in its trialing phase, and over the next month or two I'd expect them to come online and be able to sell their books to the broad range of sites. Okay, what's this? Please check the information is correct. Yes, no worries. We've got all ticks going down there. Yep, beautiful. Excellent. Fine, that's all good. So I'll approve this. Approving the proof. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Okay, so it's going to cost $2.15 to print. That's fine with me. So we'll save and continue, and we'll go to the pricing section. Okay, so the minimum we can do it here is $3.58. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to price it at $3.99. And we'll see what sort of royalties. We get 24 cents royalty there. If we price it at, say, $5.99, we'll see if we get much more. Obviously we will. So we get $1.20 more at that price. For my own interest, I'm just going to keep it pretty low, just because for this title I'm more interested in getting people reading it than necessarily making the maximum extra dollar. For other titles it'll be very different. I'm looking, particularly the titles that are selling quite well already, I'll be looking to get the highest royalty that I think is viable based on the price of the book. But for this one I'm happy to keep it cheap. It's only 60 pages or so. And that's it. Publish your paperback book. Just make sure nothing else goes wrong there. Beautiful. Okay, now it says here it can take up to 12 hours for English books, or 48 for other languages. Generally I've found it only takes 5 or 6 hours. Having said that though, if it's I'm in Australia recording this, so it's night time over in the USA, so I'd expect it to take the full 12 hours generally here. I hope that's been of some assistance to you. As you can see, the process is pretty straightforward, particularly if you've already got your book on Createspace. If you don't have your book on Createspace, you can just upload the files from your computer, whatever you've got there as the manuscript and whatnot. Thanks very much. I'm Ashton Cartwright. Make sure you come visit us at PaidAuthor.com.